This is Drop Tent Media Network.
Hey, welcome to the Weekday Comics. I'm Dave Primiano.
And I'm Dan D'Aprile, and we're here to shoot the shit and talk the news.
Smooth.
Hey.
100 episodes, baby.
And
we
yeah.
are smooth landing
Only
like every fucking plane in the country.
Only 10 minutes late, just kind of stumbling along. It's all right, though.
Yeah.
We finally got the studio lit. Some would
Yes.
say this is like celebratory Eagles lighting, but we know this is
For us.
celebratory Goodbye Weekday Comics lighting.
Right. What did we take, 3 weeks off?
Yeah.
Our
something
goal
like
was
that.
to outlive the Pope. We didn't do that, but we did outlive Michelle Trachtenberg and Gene Hackman.
Yeah, which was great. And his dog.
And his wife.
Yeah.
All
All
of
the
them.
Hackmans.
All
we
the Hackmans.
outlived.
Dude, is the dog a Hackman? Did you have pets growing up and you would make their last name your last name?
You know, I didn't do that deliberately, but I think that it was like understood.
If you I guess if you took him to a vet, you would have to fill it out, last name and everything.
Yeah, I think so, right? I don't know. I wasn't responsible for the veterinary paperwork.
It's
for
true.
my
Since
animals.
I've been a responsible adult, I have not owned a pet
Yeah, I haven't had to fill
or
out
been
a
a
vet.
responsible adult.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I would say that your dog or your cat is definitely like a member of the family. Yeah, some people name them like that.
Yeah.
My cousin is married to a guy named, his last name's Flores. Their dog's named Boris. And
Flores.
I think they picked that specifically for that, and I like that. I support that.
Well, my cat when I was young lived to 22, so it would have to take my mom's last name because Primianos don't fucking live that long. So,
Yeah.
hey,
Hey.
so episode 100.
We did it.
It's our we're calling it a
Unsupervised hiatus.
No, yeah, we're undeterminable hiatus.
There we
'cause
go.
That's if you tell people it's an undeterminate hiatus, they'll be like, "Oh, well, yeah, whatever." If you tell we're
Yeah.
done with the show, oh no, what happened?
Right.
And I don't want to have conversations with people.
Right. That sucks. It's right. So we're just getting the Patreon set up or something is what we'll tell people
That's
when they
right.
ask. We had some Patreon issues. We got to get that set up. And then once it is, we'll return from our hiatus. It does sound much better than like what happened. People in comedy specifically, I think they all secretly want everyone else to quit. Some of us less so secretly.
Oh my God! What advice do you have? Quit.
And then I feel like that kind of manifests in that when people, you're like, yeah, I think I'm not, I'm taking off this or I'm done this. People go, oh no, you're not quitting, are you? You're not done comedy, are you? You're not quitting, are you? Like, I think it's like this self-delighted sort of thing that manifests in like too much concern over what people are doing.
Yeah, be an island.
Yeah, my favorite is when you tell somebody like, "Oh, you're not doing the podcast anymore." It's like, well, you never booked me on one thing, so it's like this could have. That's not why this is ending.
Yeah.
But it's like when people get upset when you're like, "Oh, you're not." It's like, yeah, well, you didn't help.
It's true. That's what I'm gonna do. What happened to the podcast? It's your fault.
Yeah, that's what I say. Did
yeah.
you book me? You've had something for this long. Did you book me on it? You were my guest. That's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to slowly go through our guest list and accost them for not booking me. Even if it's like the first month of their show. I'll be like, why am I not on it?
We heard about Epstein's flight log phase 2 and that our attachment to you is what's going to lampoon it. That's the
there
word.
you
I was
go.
like, typhoon? No, you don't.
National Typhoon.
You don't typhoon things.
A buffet.
Typhoons do all the typhooning. Humans don't typhoon, but
No.
we can lampoon.
No, yeah, you can lampoon.
That's true.
I don't know what a lampoon. What is
It's a
that?
No,
No,
it's not-
that's a
oh.
harpoon.
Okay. I just assumed they were the same thing.
They might be, right? I don't know. Is a lampoon a
kind of
thing? Write
stick
in
with
if
a-
you know.
Yeah, some kind of stick with a point. Maybe our friends will know because we're gonna have some friends drop in today.
That's true.
A few of them.
Quite a few, actually. It's a little party. It's kind of like a going away hiatus party.
I do like calling it a party because 6 people is pretty much the amount of people I'd like to party with at one time. Like if any more than 6, it's just this is too many.
Too many people. The
But we
seventh
got-
person, the seventh wheel is no good.
I mean, if there's a 7th wheel, it's me at this point. Come on. I'm not paired with anyone.
That's true. And our pairings are pretty interesting. We've got a
It's
couple. We've got some
true.
great friends. You'll be excited to see them there at home. Are we keeping it a secret? Are we not revealing their identities?
Yeah, let's let it be a thing.
Okay.
Oh, are you telling people?
I may have put it in the description.
Oh, okay. Well,
I tagged them all on Instagram anyway.
It's a secret for those of you that don't pay attention to any of the promotionary material of the show.
I spend like a good portion of the things I say under the assumption that people aren't paying attention.
Yeah.
And that's why I say worse things than a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I get mad at people for paying attention. Like, man, wouldn't it be cool to just push that person onto the train tracks? Like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, what's wrong with you? Paying attention to me. Look at me. I don't deserve your attention.
It's weird that and you're not the only one. A lot of comics hate being the center of attention when they're not on stage.
If I could turn invisible the second I walked off.
You could only be perceived when it's your time?
Yes.
Okay. Well.
If I'm on your level, I'm not on any level. I am on a different level of existence.
Well, I know that's not entirely true because we did a show, one of Neil's shows actually, and you and me both crushed. Yeah, but you came up to me and you were like, it's time to stand in front of the door to accept all of our accolades because we had such good sets. And I said, you know what, you're right.
If we didn't have a podcast to promote, I wouldn't have said shit. I didn't give a shit about the accolades. I fucking knew I killed by their laughter. And talk to them like I'm one of them. Okay. No, I had a podcast to steer them to.
All right. Okay.
And it worked once. I think
that's fair. Yeah, I think we got one whole viewer from that.
True.
Maybe those wine moms have been dedicated fans ever since. I don't know. Thank you, wine moms.
Wine moms.
Don't do the thing. You guys 700 subscribers on YouTube. You guys are doing great.
Oh yeah.
You're coming on.
All from people that wanted to watch 15-second intervals of us.
Yeah, from other people that liked.
I'd say maybe 100 of those subscribers are from just knowing us. Yeah. And the rest, I don't think any are random people that came across the podcast and said, oh, I like listening to an hour of this.
I'm going to say that's about 50%. I'm going to be optimistic and say 50% of the people saw. Now, did they say, I want to listen to this?
You're out of your fucking mind if you think
Did they say, I want to listen to this? No, probably not. They probably saw a clip, like you said, and mistakenly thought whatever opinion we had in that joke was the opinion of the podcast, be it like, look, they made fun of Biden. They must be pro-Trump. They clicked subscribe, and they never watched a minute of the show.
And then we were beta cooks.
Yeah, they didn't realize we were soy boys. Or like likewise, you hear us make fun of Trump, and then you're like, oh, these guys, they're Harris. They love Kamala Harris. And, you know.
I mean, love her, just a person.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was like the Eagles, like talking about the Eagles. Oh, are they going to, now they're going to visit the White House? I was like, yeah, I wouldn't want to visit no matter, like, it's just a dude.
Yeah.
I don't want to meet either of them.
Right. I wouldn't want to go to the White House. It seems like a pain in the ass. And I mean, this has been said before, but not even as a dig at Trump, just the fact that he's going to serve you fast food. Like, at least you could be like, oh, the White House has like one of the best chefs in the world. You're going to have some kind of like amazing meal. That's kind of cool. But like, if you're just eating some food that they ordered, then who gives a shit? Like, what's the point of going at that point?
So I want to meet the chef, not the fucking president.
Well, I doubt, like, how much do you actually get to meet the president, though? Probably not that much. Like, there's probably, you shake his hand, maybe. I doubt that these guys get to pal around.
I don't know. These politicians are good at that fucking work in the room thing.
Maybe Trump is, you know, you say that about him. He's a different politician. Maybe he's like, Jalen Hurts, you want to see the nuclear football?
Yeah, he'll linger. He'll remember my name. He'll make eye contact. I don't want to deal with any of that.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll remember your name. The 80-year-old.
They remember your names. I've met, like, because I've done shows with politicians. They're good at talking to you like they're on your level, which they're fucking not. You're fucking a person of significance.
I will say this. I saw Shapiro, governor of Pennsylvania, at the Eagles parade, and someone behind me yelled, Shapiro, and he waved, and I swear to God he was waving at me. And I was like, that's a good politician, because I know he didn't even see me. But I was like, oh, he's waving right to me. I didn't even yell his name. You know, I'm not that excited to see him. But I was like, I liked him more because I was like, out of everybody, he waved right to me.
They got that fucking sonar.
Yeah, they just he just has that wave where
they're
it's
the
like
ones that eat the bats. Is that what's the is the audience getting that noise too?
So no. That's it. Again, I have this rigged up so that the audience should not be getting the noise.
Well, let's say 10 anyway. Bring them in. Is that what that noise is?
Let's see if
Rattle
we can
them
get
around.
these two in here. Let me do some checking. All right, let's go to it and see what happens.
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
wow.
look at this. Where'd Otis go?
We got
Where did Otis go?
oh,
man.
hey, from the depths of
There he
hell.
Yeah,
is.
we got the fucking Turk and JD of Philly comedy.
And
Couple of
Otis.
scrubs. Well, he said the Turk and
Turk
JD.
and JD.
Yeah.
What do you want? Are you guys Troy and Abed or Turk and JD? Which is more your speed? Do you not know Scrubs? It's the bromance. It's Trump and yeah. That'd be fun. Yeah, the sick ghouls. They're the first. Otis keeps cutting in and out.
That's okay.
That's probably my fault. There we go.
What's up, guys?
You can unmute your phone now, Otis.
Yeah, Otis, give that an unmute now. There you are. No, it's all
That's
good,
right.
buddy.
It's good to see you guys. Yeah, it's a cross-party support. You gotta love.
Yeah, but
putting
was
the
he-
grease away.
Was he doing it because his last name's Shapiro or because they're bad? Are you talking with? Did you get a fucking tooth surgery, or are you talking weird intentionally?
No, you sound great.
I hear a
Not
lisp.
to me.
Why do I hear a lisp?
I don't know.
Okay, I guess it's just my headphones. Is this setting on gay? Can you do that? Is that a thing you can do?
Oh boy, this is why we have the sickles up for our last episode. We'll get that.
Definitely do this Zoom from being split up. You could do this via Zoom. I'm going to miss the show.
Well, thank you. I mean, if the sick goals proves anything, we could do like one episode every 3 months and survive.
I know.
And your
already.
Patreon followers continue to spend more money than you even charge for Patreon, as I understand it. We'll have Mark Wellborn on later to talk about it.
Hey, Dan, we just had your good buddy Jay Yoder on the show this week. And he said, man, if there's one
Wait, can you guys not hear each other?
It might be.
I can't hear him at all.
No.
Oh,
I can't
Okay,
hear Otis at all.
Luke, you go
yeah,
for.
I can't hear Luke at all.
Okay, hold on, Otis. That's a good. Whatever you're gonna say, I'm sure is a great point.
This is gonna be a fucking.
What do you?
All right.
What do you have to say, Luke?
I said, well, after Black History Month, what do you want us to do? Think you want us to be thrown out on the street and not charged for our Patreon? This is racist from you guys.
Hey, Black History Month is over. It is now Women's History Month, so we're
Oh.
only
Right.
supporting who was just Holly is the only guest.
Yeah, we
that
got 2 women.
Oh, and Chica.
We
Yeah,
got 2
you're right.
women bitches coming on later.
That's right. All right,
That's
Otis.
a
What
slur
were
in
you?
some states.
What were you saying, Otis?
Oh, I was talking about Yoder. We had Yoder on the Sick Ghouls the other day, and he was talking about how if he has one regret in comedy, it's that he couldn't keep the Weekday Comics together longer.
Wow, that's
the guy
really
felt
nice
like
of him.
he really said that. Yeah, Joel even said that too. It's old Joel in between his
Oh my
spouts of
gosh,
bullshit.
that's
Yeah.
great.
I'm glad because
Just he's thinking about.
he was
me.
asking about the podcast, but we were in the restroom at the same time, and I can't get my fucking stream started if I'm in the middle of a conversation. So I was giving him very deflective answers. Because Joel's a confident guy. He was mid sentence,
No, he isn't.
and he started his stream mid sentence. I
Wow.
could not fucking do
That's
that.
because he lives in his sister's basement, so he has to you know what I mean. When you don't have a place of your own.
Well, I hope
But
everyone's
maybe he
joined
can
in
go
for
sleep in the sand pit of the dome. That's where my people sleep, in sand, so he can get used to it.
I drove by that place, the old Comedy Dome, and they have like a thing that's like it's going to be like a house for veterans or something. I was like, they have no idea how
That's
many
even
horrible
worse.
abortion jokes were told in that sand pit.
Oh, we're the veterans, and for
Yeah,
that
the only
place,
thing
we have
that's
to
left
pay
honorable
$5
than-
to stand next to heat lamps.
Jesus Christ.
This
I
is
really
like a
can't hear
party.
Luke. Should I start a second call with Luke and so I could listen to him when he talks? I should have been. I'm going to a mic. I should have stayed home so we
We
could.
thought
be in the
you
room.
guys were just going to be in the same room.
I thought if you talked at the same time, Luke would just bang on the wall. And...
Yeah, we thought booking roommates was going to be easy.
Yeah, you do have 2 bedrooms. Are you bunk beds or 2 bedrooms?
We sleep in the same bed.
Nice.
Yeah,
and then you still have the second bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually sleep in a drop
Yeah,
tent
I
in
curl up on
Kensington.
Luke's
That's what we
chest.
sleep in now.
Neil. Okay,
I like that you guys. Okay,
this was disastrous, wasn't it?
This was great.
Well, I guess we got to moderate.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
fair. That's fair. Yeah, when you sent us the 2 different links, I thought that meant I could go to them. I mean, not that I'm going to get much at the comedy open mics. I'm going to the Great Philadelphia to hit 1 or 2 of the mics there, and it's just like, there's my Tuesday. What am I doing with my life? But the same stuff as usual.
That's a weekday comic shit, baby, right there. You got to go to those mics. You got to grind it out. You got to work on those jokes.
And Luke, what's the rest of your Tuesday looking like?
I got gonna go in to see Dunbar tomorrow at the Fergie Showcase to network like a true weekday comic.
There you go.
And I'm done the rest of the week as it's like a true weekday comic.
Are you doing your other podcast tonight, Luke? Usually you guys compete or you start right after us after tonight.
No, we're going to do it tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you guys dust a little bit?
Ask Holly about that.
Big dusters
Ask
here.
Holly.
No, we do computer duster and that's
She,
it. We don't
Holly was
dust
appalled
anything
with our
around here, no.
apartment and how it looked.
So was Jay and Dave and Dan.
Hey, do you want to? Let's try something really quick. All right, Otis, talk right now, buddy.
Hello, I'm Otis Timlin. I'm a comedian, a woman.
Nothing.
That's
fine. It was worth a shot.
Dan heard the lisp.
I heard the
time.
lisp that time.
You did hear
yeah,
the lisp.
I did hear it. Yeah.
All right, so
Maybe I developed a lisp.
he's got to be doing this on purpose.
Now I think so. I can't trust it now.
It's a great.
Oh,
guess,
honey, who would have thought pushing 30, I develop a lisp? It's wild.
You're becoming a
That's
New
a
York
Jew, yeah.
you're becoming a New York Jew as well.
Yeah, no, the lisp is accidental. I guess I've just developed it. Wow. Well, Dan, you know about I got concussed at my job. I got headbutted by one of the disabled kids I work with.
Oh no, I'm
man.
sorry to hear that.
That's a lot of head too.
Yeah.
I can't, this happened in November. I still can't get cleared to work 8 hours. On like partial workman's comp and everything. It's wild time. So maybe I got the lisp from that.
Hey, Luke, when's the last time you got headbutt by a mongrel?
Well, what's my birthday?
Was it you hired a mongrel stripper?
I think when I fell out of my mother's cash, I was headbutted by a mongrel. Also, that was my father.
Were you delivered by a mongrel?
Well, I was born in Avenue Hospital, so yeah, I was delivered by a mongrel.
That could explain the legs, right?
Oh, Dave, you're so funny.
You
Dave.
knew he wasn't going to let an interview go by without bringing that up.
The last episode, you got to bring up my disability. I never talk about you being Jewish.
Luke's
Dave.
conception is actually painted in the Church of Satan. It's painted on the wall of
Otis is saying you're painted on the wall of the Church of Satan. I go because like he's got like Pan, the mythical goat beast that plays the flute.
He's mixed.
Pan is mixed.
Pan is
true.
By species.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is great. So, you guys, your podcast is still going strong, right? Even though
let's try to go you guys because that will get illicit responses from both of them at once.
I'm sorry. You people have a podcast.
He knows that I'm a transgender woman, so he doesn't want to call me a guy. And Dan, I think that's very respectable. No, because of the injury, the podcast, we didn't have a regular recording schedule for a little while. We've been back. We've been doing it. We were going to do it tonight, but we rescheduled it for tomorrow.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that. So you can come here live.
I know. This is VIP treatment. Episode a hundo.
That's right.
Yeah, this is big. I mean, we've been on this show a bunch. We love this show. We love you guys, obviously. I hope you're, we'll obviously I'll be in touch, but I'll miss having the show to put on in the car driving to work every day.
Well,
not every day, but some days.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what, you guys are officially friends of the show. You know, you've been on a lot.
Officially.
That's
we
true.
Like you guys. You've even nice to us on like I said, your Philadelphia podcast, Snark podcast. Luke, you're very nice to us. You're always very kind to the Weekday Comics.
And Go
With
ahead,
the
Luke.
weekday comics bump, I just went from 4 bookings this year to 3. So I really appreciate you. I really appreciate that.
Very happy to help. Happy to help out anyone. It's okay. Dave and I can't work burlesque shows anymore, so we've sort of cut off whole avenues of comedy work.
Well, we got both sides of that argument on the show later. Although they can't hear each other now. That's
well.
Uh-oh.
That's right.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're good.
For not being able to hear, you should have booked me with a woman. It's the one time it would have been tolerable.
Nah, jeez.
He's just doing layups
Ah,
now.
Jesus.
That's what. Have you guys seen? This is a good topical thing. Have you guys seen this naked show that's been happening? They did one in Philly recently, and I thought, dear God, I might become a fan of. I mean, we have to get hotter comics, but I'd become a fan of female comedy if they were off. You could see their twats leaking juice out there on the stage.
They go full.
Wow. Does that happen?
Do they leak when they perform?
I don't know. I've never talked
Do
about
the guys leak too?
Women get a
Hearing
little
these out of
nervous.
context
They don't
is
have the
very funny.
constitution of men
'Cause I
internally.
can't hear what he's saying, but,
you know, they try.
I heard, do they leak? I can only imagine what you're talking about.
Otis is talking about the nude shows and that the female comics get naked and then leak on stage.
Oh, okay. I've heard that before.
But guys can leak too.
Oh yeah. Even
Apparently.
guys of color. I think
Apparently.
Beavers was on it. Beavers is a friend. I was giving him shit. He was telling me he didn't know. He thought it was just called Naked Comedy. He thought that was the name of the show. And I'm like, you motherfucker! Like, go up there and blow a guy, but own it. Don't go up there being naked, pretending you didn't know you were going to be naked.
But he still did it, right? He didn't bail.
Yeah,
he did the naked show, Michael Beavers.
Yeah, if he
okay.
Nobody signs up for comedy and then they say, well, you got to be naked, and they say, okay, that's an afterthought. You sign up to do it. So
Yeah.
just
You get your time. You get. Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, yeah, that'd be kind of presumptuous. Is it a guy booker or a woman booker that?
a
It's a
guy.
guy booker, of
This guy
course.
must have balls of steel.
No, I'm saying, but if he asked them, yeah, that's a lawsuit.
Yeah.
But if they
Yeah.
volunteer,
Right. Well, that's the thing.
Yeah,
He messages
well-
these women, I assume, and asks them to be on the show.
2025.
so Luke, you're gonna do it.
I would
We should all
actually
do
have to turn that one down, surprisingly.
What's your body hair situation?
I don't have much.
I either thought one way or the other. I was leaning towards like full torso bush.
Yeah.
Nah, based on his beard, probably a tight body situation.
Yeah,
over there.
Well, he
I'd
was
say it's
clearly
pretty
at the
good.
barber shop recently.
Yeah, you got shaped up. That looks
Now,
nice. Luke.
Otis is
Thank you.
basically like a fucking gorilla. I feel
Well,
like.
Otis, yeah, he's got
No,
that
Otis
arrow.
I bet Otis.
Well, I'm
has
happy you called him the
I'm
gorilla, not
Gaddafi,
me.
brother.
That's
I've
very-
got it all.
I appreciate that.
Really, you don't seem like I feel like you're like a bare chest, but maybe like heavy pube guy.
Really? I feel like it's the fall of Libya under his shirt.
No.
It's not as bad as you'd think, but
You
it
guys
looks
need to
more
take
of
me
it.
out to dinner
I have the
first before
skin
you ask
tone
me
and the
these
hair
questions.
that it really makes me look like an Arab.
Oh, you could see Otis.
I can't even see
Oh,
that.
couldn't
okay.
see
Yeah,
before?
it's good.
I thought
That's a
you
good
commented
thing.
on his mange.
No, I'm saying Neil called Otis a gorilla, and I said, well, thank you for not calling me a gorilla due to the racial connotation that it has. in
Yeah,
history.
Neil usually waits till we stop recording to say that.
I mean,
about
it's
you.
Which
still-
I don't blame him for. I
It's
do
only
the
half
same
racial
thing.
for both of you.
True.
Part of being a brown is having the hair. It's one of the few things that can get annoying about it.
Actually, gorilla's pretty offensive to like a whole smorgasbord of races. White people are the only ones that I think you could safely call a gorilla and let
get
them
away
think,
with
oh,
it.
maybe they're just acting like an animal. Anything else is like towing a line a little bit.
Yeah, or if George W. Bush kind of looked like monkey-esque.
He's a cute little. That's
Yeah,
cute,
he looked
though.
like a cute little monkey. No matter how much any non-white person might actually have like a cute set of ears sticking out, you can't do it. You can't.
Because
even be
Obama also looked like a monkey a little
No,
bit
good
too, but
God.
you couldn't say that because he's black.
Well, you said that, Luke, and I agree. In the cute way, in the
Yeah.
way it's like, yeah, his little ears are
his
sticking
ears,
out.
his ears stick.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, but you can't say it.
No,
Yes,
I
it
walk
is.
up to Luke and say, "Hey, McGilla."
We were. Look, Otis just called you McGill, but we were talking. It went to Obama. That's who the topic went to.
Barry or Mike?
Big
Oh, come
Mike.
on, wait, because Otis, you did Fenris's "Would You" with the first ladies. So
Yes, we did.
I only watched the first few. Did you get to Michelle? Michelle's not a wood.
Michelle is a wouldn't for me, and then I had my 8-episode rant on Melania, a resounding yes.
Michelle's a yes too.
I would
No,
say
not
yes.
for me. Not for me.
Luke, how about you? Is Michelle a would or a wouldn't?
Well, if I like cock, I'd say yeah, I would have sex with Michelle. But
Come
I don't
on,
like
she's
cock.
not.
She's had the operation.
She looks nice from time to time. You know,
No,
like,
I would
they
say
pick
I
some
would say
bad
yes.
pictures.
I would say yes to Michelle.
Yeah.
They always show the pictures where she's all yoked up because they want, you know, the big mic stuff. But like I've seen her looking feminine and nice, you know.
I've seen some of the women that fucking call her a man, and they do not have a lot of room.
I feel like we've been treated to very attractive first ladies in our lifetime, like Laura Bush. I wouldn't rush to her, but no, not an ugly lady.
Yeah.
Jill Biden, old.
Jill
not
was gorgeous.
not an
Jill
ugly
was a
lady.
handsome.
Well,
she
to
was
me,
a
Michelle
steed.
is
She's
the
the type of
second-
woman you just want to take to a spin.
Really does look like a man.
You know,
And you can
get in,
she has a
Doc,
penis.
even though it's
with that,
honorary. Get
she
in.
is still the second most attractive first
And then
lady
obviously
ever,
Jackie O is
which
the,
shows you how
the Michael
haggard
Jordan.
these women were that were with these
Yeah.
presidents.
I love this
This
running.
is chaos.
I
Yeah,
love
actually,
it. I love
I
the
do think
singles
this is
independently
dueling,
talking about
yeah,
the first ladies.
dueling
they'd
first
met.
lady gash.
We should have done this.
All right, I'm obviously going to be contacting and get somebody on the same link. I'm going to try for the next one to see if we can get them on the same link to see if that helps, but it's going to change up. So it's all right. We're thinking on the fly, guys.
It's
You're
okay.
doing great.
This is live.
No, I did
Podcasting.
enjoy that dueling
that was
Yeah.
fun.
because I picked up enough context words from each of them.
That's right. It's something for our listeners to go back to, the dueling audio tracks. Who really wants to fuck
All right, so we'll ask Luke. Okay, Luke first, and then Otis.
Lady Bird Johnson?
Young Hillary.
Oh yeah, absolutely. She was the most attractive. She was so hot when she was young. I would have sex, and I would not mind having sex with her and having 6 bullets put in the back of my head by myself. I would totally
All
do
right.
it.
And Otis, young Hillary, would or wouldn't?
Yes, and it's not even close. This was a hippie woman that I would like to take thrifting and then fuck like an animal. It'd just be a mess.
Okay. Well, see, there is some bipartisan consensus that can be reached about Hillary. I
Yes.
like
Oh
this.
my God.
I like
yeah.
how you called
And I'll
that
tell you what, if she
bipartisan
maintained that
consensus.
look
That's
into
like a
old age, then I wouldn't care that she was.
Okay, so Luke, Hillary or Monica? Young Hillary versus Monica.
Young Hillary.
I'm not sure.
And you know why?
Do you know how I could tell? How you could tell Monica could get? Because they fucking did a Hollywood reenactment, and I would take her over the Hollywood actress that played her.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
she's good.
All right.
Yeah.
I can't hear Otis, but I will tell you that he will not pick Monica. I will tell you he will not pick her.
All right. Well, okay. So Luke made a wager. So I'll just ask straight up then. Young Monica, Luke or Otis, or Monica.
Young Monica?
Monica, like
Yeah.
around the time.
I'd
Actually,
pulverize
now.
her. I would pulverize that twat. I really would.
Wow.
Like a wrecking ball. I'd slurp her slop.
Yeah. So Otis is down, Luke.
Well, I thought
Wait,
the
not with
Lewinsky would turn him
Okay.
off.
If you're comparing, so I guess Scandal Time Monica versus Young Hillary.
It's about the same age as both, I would say. Like young Hillary in college, scandal-ridden Monica Lewinsky. I pick Hillary.
Young Hillary.
Yeah.
I like them kind of thick.
Okay, so Monica.
Me and Bill. That's why
Dave, make that 3.
make it 3.
Yeah, I'm a
I
big.
like a woman
I'll,
after
I'll
she
throw
killed
her
two
around like she's a big
journalists.
tub
That's
of
what I'm
shit.
into,
165 is a good weight for us.
I don't like a woman that talks a lot about what we do, you know. So that's why Monica. Hillary can keep her mouth shut.
Yeah, shouldn't leave the emails, of course.
Hillary knows about several dead bodies. She can keep my business secret.
What was
Oh,
Monica?
God.
Monica would have taken that secret to at least held on to it for a decade. It was that
Monica would have showed the dress to her friend.
she
Who
did
wouldn't
show
have?
the dress to her friend.
That's
That-
what I'm
just
saying. Linda
her friend-
Tripp.
yeah.
Yeah.
How about young Linda Tripp, guys? We'll
I
ask
never
Luke
heard.
first.
I haven't heard the name Linda Tripp ever until today. So
That's what you
she's
get the
the,
hard-hitting 1990s.
Yeah, she's a big
Yeah,
boorish woman that talked Monica into spreading the whole Clinton
she
affair
looks like
thing.
Pete Carroll now. I look at her. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
coaching the Raiders this year.
Yeah, basically Monica was like, but he's the president. I think we have like a thing. I don't want to go to the press. And Linda Tripp was like, no, go to the press.
It's always the ugly friends. That
Yes,
always. Yeah,
that's
it's
exactly
always-
what happened. Yes. It was
Yeah.
the ugly friend who was like, he shouldn't be doing this to you.
I mean, she might have been right.
Well, yeah. Listen, but that's not what motivated
Yeah.
her saying that.
God,
So
I always thought Linda Tripp looked like a thin Peggy O'Leary.
Why?
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's our last. You're not starting us into
Wow.
any comedy beefs in the last episode.
I just wanted to
I
say that to see
appreciate
what
you
everybody was
throwing
doing.
Molotov cocktails all over our last episode.
No, I
wonder
just
who
said
he
that.
referenced.
That was
I
the first
wonder.
person I thought of that was a boorish woman. I could have said any one of the female comics. I haven't seen her in like 2 years.
This is like
you know,
me
but she's
watching an
fine.
edited
Let her do
version
her
of the
thing.
Sick Ghouls where I can
Linda,
hear,
on the other
I know
hand, yeah,
Otis
Linda
is
couldn't
talking,
get it
but
from
I
me.
can't hear him.
Yeah, Luke, you're right. This is like what you have to cut out of every episode.
Yeah,
of Sick Ghouls.
yeah.
Oh yeah, because Otis fucking name dropped everybody in the when I was on there, and then I never actually rewatched my episode, so I didn't see what made it and what didn't. As you saying, wrap it up, Neil?
Wrap it up with these guys. Yeah, we gotta go to the
Okay,
next.
okay.
We're on to the
All
next.
right. Well,
All right.
that's
right.
Hollywood, baby. That's business. We're done. No, guys, you've been great. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Yes.
We'll see you
Thanks
guys
for having
around.
us. See you around.
I love you guys.
Thank
yeah,
you.
thanks for
Rest
having
in
me.
peace
Thanks,
to the
congrats on the
Weekday
show.
Comics. Thank you.
Mazel.
Thank you, Sick
Mazel
Ghouls.
tov.
Yeah.
Mazel tov cocktail.
And you guys can see the Sick Ghouls on YouTube
Yeah.
whenever they upload, which I think is like once every 3 months. So
True.
there we go.
Well, that wasn't a complete disaster.
That was
Luckily, we've pivoted. We've got both of our guests in the same one. I'm just gonna do a little switch up, and then we'll go from there. But give a little
Talk amongst
talk
ourselves.
stretch.
for a
We're
little
getting
bit?
stretch.
brief
All right. Well, let's
moment.
just say the opinions of the Sick Ghouls.
please.
Um,
Thank you.
do not represent the opinions of the Weekday Comics. We do have to say that every time
'Cause
we
I-
have them on.
I get along with Peggy.
Oh yeah, I don't really have much
There was a
interaction
blow
with
up at me
Peggy
once,
at
but
all.
we made up.
Yeah, she seems like a very nice person. I
Yeah,
don't really
she's
know
a
her that
good
well.
comic. Good, yeah, just a good friend that we never had on. But 100 episodes, how he can't get everyone.
No, do you know there's some comics that perform all the time, and yet somehow you still never perform with them. And
That's
she's like,
because I never.
yeah, well, I wasn't gonna say that, but yeah, and she's one of them. So
All right, here, let's. We've got a minute. I'm just gonna do a little layout change up, but
Oh,
we've got Holly in
we've
here.
got Holly. Can Holly hear us?
Hey, hi,
Holly should be able to hear you, no problem.
She smiled, but it's like would
That
be
doesn't
that
mean
awkward
anything.
autistic.
Oh, I didn't know if I could unmute yet.
It's okay.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
you're good. Sorry, Holly. There you go. We're rolling.
what's
That's
up,
right.
Holly? Thank you for joining us.
Holly's the one person who purchased. We haven't signed it yet.
Yeah, I want my signed T-shirt.
That's right.
You
I went to
got it.
great lengths to
How's it work? We don't sign on the white, right? Because that'll wash. We have to. Oh
Ooh.
man,
She's
You're
slipping
clicking.
real bad.
You're clicking bad, Holly. Your audio's
Uh,
going crazy.
Okay.
yeah,
It's okay. I'm just gonna mute her on our side. Holly. Go
We'll
ahead.
fix that.
Oh, that's
Yes,
a lot
That is a
better.
lot better,
much
yeah.
better.
There
Thank
we
you.
go.
Technology is your friend.
Oh, hair. Sorry, I forgot to say, ladies. Yeah, you got to. It creates static electricity.
Oh,
My bad. I'm sorry, Holly. Yeah. When you use the earphones, it'll. Yeah, you have to put your hair back.
You
It's
never
annoying.
once warned Dave or I about that.
Oh, my hair.
Yeah,
That's
it's all
crazy.
good. And Paulie Boy, let's get Paulie Boy in there. I think. Let's see, what can I do here? Do I have to pin you? What do I
Oh
gotta
man,
do?
Paul is
Paul's
drifting
in there.
through
this is why we.
a
This is why we
dimension.
go live.
Yeah, Paul's currently drifting through a limbo, sort of a limbo dimension where reality.
I just don't know how to switch to it. It's all
Warts
good.
and all.
Should I turn on the lights in my
There
room?
you
Oh.
are. Just yeah.
Wait. So why are they on the same box?
That's
So
amazing.
they're in the same box this time because we wanted them to be able to hear each other.
Okay.
Right. So I just got to change this up a little bit. We're gonna be dealing with a little different layout.
This
It's
is fun.
fine.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. Okay, so
Yeah, let's
Paul and Paul Carson
I'm
and
Holly
Holly
now.
Huff
I like-
of High Note Humor fame.
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 All right, we'll go with it. We'll go with the word fame.
Yeah. Gotta love the And,
One of
and
the fun-
Holly's the one that keeps the message board afloat on many an episode.
Thank you, Holly.
She's
what,
like the third Beatle.
and what is high note humor? While we're getting everything set up, explain. Give a little free plug for our friends.
Oh
here.
yeah, my favorite.
You guys can say that because I don't know how to describe.
Well, let Paul do it because he's got the microphone.
That's true.
Yeah.
You do.
This is fully a prop. It's all air.
He's a professional all day, dude.
That's right. You brought a prop comic on for the 100th episode.
Well, we couldn't get Wid, so
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, thank you for And now you're finally on a podcast with Loca and Otis where you're not surrounded by filth.
Yeah, you guys did a tandem Sick Ghouls, I believe, as guests, correct?
Yes, we did.
I know. Me and Paul are on the podcast circuit these past couple weeks.
That's why I booked you both at this. That's why I paired you two together.
We did it that way. We just assumed, Holly, that you asked Paul to come with you onto the Sick Ghouls because a woman should not be unaccompanied into that.
That actually, yeah, that was one of my stipulations. Was there had to be an approved man there.
I'm at Otis and Luke's apartment right now.
What if? Now,
Otis drove to the show. And
what if one of them were white? Would that still be a stipulation?
Are they still Otis and Luke? Yeah. I think that's a personality.
Actually, yeah. I don't. Their personality would pretty much be. They would get away with as much if they were both white. But in personality,
in 2025, they would. If they were white, they would be Kill Tony darlings. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
White at heart.
I missed.
Holly said if they were white at heart.
Oh yeah, well, sure. They're white at pride. That might.
So what's going on? Did we take you two away from anything better than this tonight?
I was napping.
Oh yes, we did. Yeah.
I didn't want to fuck with a nap.
I just assume, Paul, when I don't see you performing comedy, you're just napping. I assume there's usually a nap happening.
That's why all the lights were out when I first came on screen.
You just sat up and started the podcast.
Yep.
Like
Forgot that this was a visual medium. Yes.
Yeah, like Nosferatu style.
Nosferatu. Winner of no Academy Awards, right?
No, not even special effects. They gave it to Wicked or something.
Do you guys
know the substance?
Have opinions on that? You're a movie person, right? You've seen movies. You're aware they exist.
First of all, I'm a Batman movie person.
Only Batman movies.
That movie was not up for any Oscars. I don't think I actually saw like a single. I was terrible this year with movies.
Well, Nosferatu, he didn't turn into a bat in this movie. Wait, so you mean Batman, the DC character, or Batman?
Nosferatu is a Batman.
Are you spoiling the movie right now, Dave?
I mean, he's a vampire. He's a Dracula.
Well, yeah.
So Dracula's turned into bats. He didn't actually turn into a bat, I don't believe.
I don't think he's that kind of Dracula.
I just think he wasn't flexing it for us this time around.
He's not like other Draculas.
He's just like, save turning into a bat for a sequel. I'm all about eating bitches this week.
He's like a sewer. Well, he's more of a rat than a bat. He like lives in the sewers.
No, he lives in a castle.
Really? I didn't see this new one.
Okay.
He lived in the sewers the last time I checked in on Nosferatu.
No, he was a castle dwelling dude. It was a weird movie because there was like a human on human sex scene, and it was like, this is gross. And then later,
those are the worst.
Yeah, then there was.
I don't think you need to describe that as a human on human sex scene.
I do though. And then there was like later other scenes where he's eating people, and it was like arousing.
All right, we're learning new things about you even in episode 100.
I've never gone full Army Hammer, or even a little bit.
It sounds like you're Army
sex,
curious, though.
No Oscars.
Dave doesn't like human on human. He prefers human on tentacle.
Yeah.
First of all, we've had this conversation. I'm not an anime. You accused me of having an anime body pillow. And I said if I was going to get a body pillow, it would be from the pregnant chick on the second season of Squid Game. That's Korean, not Japanese.
Does that pillow like bulge out?
I mean, it's a pillow. Like, pillows are like, fluffy.
So kind of like pregnant ladies.
You have to shove a throw pillow inside of that pillow cover, and then it's pregnant.
Yes, a smaller pillow inside the pillow.
I just needed to be a picture of her.
Guys, I'm just trying to come here, please.
Yeah.
Worst of all, Mongol on Mongol.
Oh, no.
Mongol. Wait. You're not making me Mongol, first of all?
I was trying to soften it. It didn't work.
He's trying to not say mongrel. He's
Mongol.
Excuse me.
Because Mongol is a Superman villain who...
And that would be the Mongols.
Yeah, Mongols are like Genghis
Which
Khan.
makes me seem like...
Yeah, Mongol's more racist.
Yeah, that's an actual race. So
Well,
yeah.
I'm done.
Wait, but did they go around be like, where people are like, oh no, it's the Mongols coming to rape and pillage, and then they're like,
yeah.
excuse me, I may be a raper and a pillager, but I'm also a human being. We prefer to be called rapist Asians.
Stop Mongol hate.
That was a close one.
I like how it's a close one when we defaulted to calling Mongolians rapist Asians.
Rapist Americans isn't as offensive as rapist Asians.
Yeah.
Cut to Paul in the field. Let's see how he's doing.
Paul Carson,
Paul,
ladies and
you've,
gentlemen.
you've lived abroad more than any of us, right? Abroad.
Yeah.
You've lived with abroad or two.
I can confirm out in the field that they are raping out here.
But again, remember, he is in Luke and Otis's apartment.
Yes.
So.
Wait, so Mongol is worse than mongrel?
No,
Mongrel is just a word.
Mongol.
Like,
is
I'd
just
hate
a
to be
word.
the one that all the Mongols didn't want, so they threw them to the mongrel or what?
The mongrel.
The
would
mongrel.
be-
Actually, you go mongol first.
Yeah.
Yes.
You would just call him a Mongolian.
The wall's made of Nerf. Excuse me, can you change the material of your Great Wall? Our Mongolian keeps running head first. He keeps licking it first. Yeah.
There's too many sharp edges on this wall. We're going to need you to Mongolian proof it.
There's child proofing. There's
There's
Mongolian
Mongolian
proofing.
proofing.
Can he
right.
come on your side of the... He keeps throwing his vortex football.
It's so great that Holly and Paul are. I know we kind of talked, but we are running, helping run High Note, and there's a bunch of great people. I was trying to pivot off
No,
of this.
thank
as
you,
best
Neil.
as I
That
can.
was great. Thank you.
Yeah, a bunch of great people. No Mongolians allowed. It's amazing.
Thank God.
I was about to say, what about mongrels? But then I've been there.
It's an open mic, yeah. You can't if you ban mongrels, the open mic's not going to do very well.
Paul and I would be the only ones left running it.
We could finally have our poetry
But
slam.
yeah. But you play mongrel to keep up appearances, Holly. You
Hey,
go
I am
slightly-
a certified mongrel.
But you ham up the mongrel a little bit more than the first time I heard your actual voice, I had to double take. I'm like, wait, you were faking that? That's not gonna go well for you
Well,
one day.
I did actually. It's funny enough. After I was on this podcast, I kind of dropped it. I mean, I still exaggerate the voice a little bit, but not as bad as I was at the beginning.
That's good. Yeah, you can't, because you can't just like with a light tongue, like, "Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm a mongrel."
Hi, Dave.
Like I'd have to if I was gonna do that on stage, I'd really have to like press the tongue into the lip a little bit before I delivered that line. I'm not just gonna say it in my actual speaking voice.
You have to add a lisp.
Yeah, a lisp. Yeah. I'm good. No.
All right, let's not do this.
I meant to do the gay voice and say I was retarded, and then I did the retarded voice and said I was gay.
This is
That's dyslexia. That is
bigoted
bigoted dyslexia.
It's real mongrel behavior. I'll
It
tell you
sure
that much.
is. Yeah.
You guys have shows. I think you guys have some
Thanks,
shows
Neil.
coming
Yeah,
up
you
over at High Note, which is
Thank you, Neil.
Neil bailing us out after 100 episodes.
well, no,
We
because
don't have
I
any-
mean, this is my alma mater. I usually tell people, and this is something I've said before, but I will always say this about Philadelphia. You know, I did a lot of Philadelphia comedy, but I started over in Jersey, and going back and forth sometimes, and then going back and seeing the growth, I was like, these comics are tight. They're writers. They fucking work at it every week. There's camaraderie there. It's a beautiful
know.
place to be, and
We don't-
like the people that come there are rewarded, but with great comedy.
Unlike
And as soon
Philly
as you hit the
comics,
city
yeah.
limits, that shit is gone.
They just grow gay mustaches and say, "Hey, remember Thundercats?"
Or like, what are we talking about? What am I doing? What's my next? I was like, did you not write for
Yeah,
this?
this is an open mic. What do you mean? What do you have to say? It's your time. You literally can say whatever you want.
But yeah, and Holly also acquired a room in good old white trash Maple Shade.
Oh,
Yeah,
congratulations!
not Maple Shade.
Or
Dick.
about Holly. Why did I say Maple? Oh, because I'm from Cherry Hill. So if I say white
It's all-
trash, I immediately say Maple Shade because it's a rivalry. But Mount Holly is also white trash, and but it's a great room. I didn't feel unsafe in there,
Oh, well, that's
we
good.
got
Well,
that.
that's good.
even though some people in Mount Holly want me dead. But no.
I'm glad we have a place in America where someone like you can feel safe.
Yeah.
And Holly's mom comes out, and
Wow, yeah, that's cool.
can we say it?
You can say whatever the hell you want. She
Full
might be
on
wild.
MILF.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Because I didn't.
Good to
Because
know.
she came in late, so I didn't see her. But then at the end of the night, you were presenting the prize for the best comic, and your mom was on stage. And I'm like, who's that on stage? Like, that's her mom. And I'm like, all right.
Paul,
all
can
right.
you give us a readout, just an understanding of how hot Holly's mom is, please?
Yes.
Out in the field.
Paul, I need you to report on Dave shooting his shot with Holly's
No, I
mom
didn't talk to
live
her.
on the 100th episode.
I didn't talk to her. I just sat in the back and said, all right, well played, well played.
Don't want to know what. We don't have time to get into it, and this is the last step.
We're really uncovering a few psychological rocks.
is
We're
Dave
turning
planning?
them over. Yeah.
Hey, Paul's the door. Paul, bring out some relatives to the next show, Paul. I bet you got hot lineage.
Yeah, Paul, what do you got?
Have
Like
a
a hot
family
cousin you
hot
can
off?
bring out? Yeah.
I feel like based on Paul's jacket, his family is standing right off screen.
Are you an only child, Paul?
No, I'm one of three.
3
Wow.
sisters.
One older brother and one younger sister.
Oh wow.
Hey
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
Which
There you
one?
go. Is the younger sister Asian? I'm asking for Dave.
Also, any
Is
of
she a
them,
Mongol? Because your dad traveled a lot, so
That is
you might
true.
have a Mongol half sister.
Genghis Carson.
Is traveling what we call what Genghis Khan did?
I don't think the people went to him to get raped and pillaged. I think
it's what our previous guests call it. I'll
Yeah,
tell you that
that's-
much.
pillaging is the rape, but the pillaging is a pretty set location thing. That like
You need to be.
what's the Google Maps say? I can't bring the pillaging to me. I gotta go to the pillaging.
Yeah.
So he just like door dashing sperm? Like, is that how it works? Like, hold on, I got to take a picture to prove I was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate when they don't leave it at the door.
Yeah. Meanwhile, that's where Paul is. He's Skyping in from his job door dashing sperm. So
That should be a service.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it is.
You're cross promoting with Meals on Wheels, right?
yeah.
Meals on Wheels.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you did it, it'd be
I said-
Meals on Wheels.
It would
That's
be.
what I heard.
That's what you heard too.
We've got a little time left, right, before our final guests are coming in. News stuff, I guess we could try to hit, but probably not even bother, right? I mean, not news, but like these are two great
Oh yeah,
writers.
yeah,
I don't
that is
know.
true. We have two amazing writers here.
So how
They're
about
great.
that Ukrainian meeting?
This is-
Gets real serious.
I have 3 news jokes.
Paul takes off that jacket.
was
It's a
ready.
suit underneath.
I should have been dressed up. I was hoping someone would say, "Way to dress up for your last episode." I'd be like, "I will play dress up whenever like the war is won."
no suits until the war is won.
Have you
That's
even
where
said
I'm
thank
standing
you,
for
Dave?
What's up?
Have you even said thank you for having us?
I don't think I did.
No, we didn't. I did, but that's okay. Yell at me anyway. You have a point to make. Paul, were you sincere about having jokes, news jokes?
I have 3 that I wrote on my lunch break.
Will you do them
Shit,
for us?
please.
Yes. After being renamed in 2023, a bunch of U.S. Army bases are going back to their original Confederate names. Not to be outdone, the Navy is renaming a battleship the USS Adolf bin Laden. As a maybe.
Okay, what? Hit us with the rest of them. Dave and I are going to do ours.
Yeah,
at the
does
end.
Holly have one? Holly had some for the real
Oh, yeah,
show.
That's right.
The real show, whatever this is.
I wrote, well, first of all, Paul, way to let me know you were writing jokes. Second
Sorry.
of all, I did write, I do write them occasionally just because of this podcast, just for fun. I did write one about the LA fires, but I have to find it. So let
Gotcha.
Paul keep
Okay.
All right, Paul,
Back
go
to
nuts.
Paul.
All right. U.S. Supreme Court weakens rules on discharge of raw sewage into water supply. But don't worry, there's still some guardrails. Only solid poop is allowed in the drinking water.
It's good. You could spit it out.
Yeah,
it's
it's good.
You can spit it out. It's already made its
I know,
way
and I
into
like-
his mouth.
That liquid poop. You're like, oh, I thought I spit it out. No, there's still poop water
I
left.
love
Put-
that the step completely misses the fact that you could see the poop beforehand and then spit it out. He's like, nah, I drink without looking.
Yes.
Spit it out.
This isn't fluoride.
Yeah. What?
If I'm thirsty, sometimes it's a rush job.
Yeah.
Anyone notice the fluoride's gotten chunkier?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
right.
All right, Paul. You said you got 3.
I got one more.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
Pressure's on, Holly, to find that.
I got it.
thousands of children in England falsely accused of witchcraft in past decade. But if you think about it, it's a small price to pay for all the real witches they caught.
I like that. And speaking of real witches, Holly, you have a joke as well.
All right. This is a joke that would have been funny 2 months ago.
First of all, it's still on fire.
That's Dave's standard for all the jokes that he brings.
Wildfires have ravaged the city of Los Angeles. But on the bright side, Governor Newsom is finally making good on his promise to clean up Skid Row.
Well, that was
Fun
awesome
stuff. Yes.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming and joining us here on our last episode. Really,
Especially, I did not bring it at all for my jokes, so I'm glad that somebody
did. Yeah.
And if you guys liked everything you heard from them, obviously you can look at their past episodes, but you can also grab their information in the description, so you can go check that out.
And check it. High Note Humor every Wednesday except next Wednesday, and then Holly show at the Union Fire Hall in Mount Holly.
Union Firehouse,
Go there.
Third Thursday of every month.
I've assured that I will not be making eye contact with her mom now. I know she watches your stuff. I apologize, Mrs. Huff. I know that's not your name.
Holly's mom, there's time. There's still time for happiness and love in this world, and it's right there. It's staring you at the face at the next.
According to Steve Kane, her dad's hot too.
Oh, wait, she's married? Fuck, that's a huge problem for you. All right, well, if you ever are having your doubts, this guy, I guess, is still here.
No. I've committed to this celibacy.
Okay.
All right, now.
All right. Jesus. All right, guys. Thank
you, Paul.
Guys.
Thank you, Holly.
I said thank you now. Yes. No.
Don't worry, that wasn't actually scolding you. That was a J.D. Vance reference.
Yes, I know. I was calling it back.
Oh,
all
man.
right.
Well, that's great. I'm happy they tuned in. They Skyped in, I should say.
Yes. Good kids. Fun. Good kids, those
yeah,
two.
The good high note humor guys.
I see them going places.
I agree. I think both of those crazy kids have a bright future in comedy. They're going to be weekend comics. They're not just going to be weekday comics.
Our other two...
Yep, I'm joining in there now. Let's see what we got. Yeah, we got Chica. Looks like we got both.
Okay, great. Well, I'll introduce these guests. Some of our longtime listeners will know that we had a little adversarial relationship with the burlesque community of the Delaware, the greater tri-state area, I suppose you could say. And so we decided to bring back, to kind of commemorate that, to bring back both a friend to a great comic and a friend to burlesque dancers, and a great comic and, a previously very good friend to a specific burlesque dancer.
I'm
Chica,
not
Loca,
trying to,
and Mark Wellborn. We're not trying to dig this. We're not trying to reignite this.
I like them both as people.
All right.
I didn't want to even have to bring up anything.
Oh, okay. So this was a coincidence? This was a total matchup
total coincidence.
Oh, okay. All right. In that case, I mean, I agree. I like both of them. They're both great comics and great people. That's the link, I think.
And
that's
one
the
we
link
haven't
that I
seen
see.
since he moved, and the other one is my mom's favorite guest.
Okay. All right. I like that.
If they're here.
If they are.
Yeah, man. Thanks. All right, it's fighting me. All
oh,
right,
shit.
Hey.
Is he wearing a fucking...
He's got a mask on.
No,
he is masked up. I appreciate that.
I think that's going to muffle him, though, correct?
I gotta balance out Luke with, his opinions and his skin color. So, but I'll take it off for the.
And Chica, okay, we hear Mark. Can we hear Chica? No.
No, can you
Chica.
hear us?
I mean, I don't think I really need a microphone on to hear. It's all good.
Yeah, you're all good.
Yes, man. Yeah. All the other pairs of guests I asked together. I was like, let's surprise these two with each other.
And not know that they were both on. Oh, that's diabolical.
Is it? No.
Does everybody know we slept together, or is it?
You did so. You
Just
do
kidding.
now.
Yeah.
You might have
So
mentioned it to
kidding.
me, but
So kidding.
We do now.
you kidded about
I'm
it before
just
with me.
kidding.
I think.
Yeah, it's
Well,
a joke. I like to mess with him because he's a fetus. So
That's all right.
I tried. He turned me down.
That's all right. You're just trying to cover because I'm going to reveal that Dave and I slept together on this podcast.
I
so,
fucking knew it.
on your bed, Neil. That's
Ah!
There was no.
Always have to steal our thunder, you guys. Always have to steal our thunder.
It was only cuddling. I mean, I'm a man with needs, and if I see something luscious that I want to wrap my arms around, I big spoon, by the way.
That's a lie. Don't listen to him. That's the only part he's lying about.
But
Well,
yeah,
I'm glad that we did invite these comics on, because these are two of my favorite people, and great comics both. How you guys doing?
how does
Good, but what's that? You bring me on and there's all this tabloid shit for this last
Hey.
episode. What the hell?
I thought it was a fun. I didn't want to go ahead and start getting people in trouble. I just thought it was a fun parallel that we had an adversary of the burlesque community and a friend of the burlesque
community.
Right, and I just keep.
But we weren't
burying
going to bring
myself
up
in more
any
shit.
fucking. We weren't going to bring up any assaults that were led to by your interview. I
won the battle of that whole thing. She got kicked out of that whole bar. Like she's
That's
not
true.
let back.
That's true. You were always, but you were always the hero of this.
Hey,
Mark.
I would tell
we
them
never
to-
had you as the villain in this.
I would tell them to lift the ban. I don't fucking go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, neither do I. I moved
exactly.
states away from that fraud. But
Yeah, because of them, you had to flee
That's
across
right.
the country.
yeah. I'm
You were going for
exile
kill
over
Tony.
here.
You were going for save fucking Mark.
Yes, save my ass.
And your pee, whatever. I mean, it happened.
What his pee was?
I'm just kidding, R. Kelly. I'm kidding. It's all good.
Wait. You're making him the peer in this scenario.
No.
I heard the other way.
Oh,
P went the other
honestly,
way.
I don't know who peed on who. I mean, it was.
No one
I'm-
peed. Okay, no one peed.
And this is why we get to plug that episode, our Mark Wellborn
Yes.
episode. That's where all
Yeah.
that is revealed. So if you're interested on who peed on whom,
Yeah.
we talk about that in depth.
Yeah,
Mark is
Chica,
very honest with us.
Chica, you ever bring the water sports into your personal life?
Absolutely not. I don't drink
You're-
enough water to be peeing on people like that. You know?
You're too dehydrated.
Drink
That's
up.
the
I
problem.
am.
Yeah.
More back end, or just neither?
Listen, I
No
was
one's
your
choosing-
mom's favorite episode, and you're about to taint that right now by talking about peeing and back doors. But yes,
My mom
absolutely.
knows everyone poops. She bought me the book.
Oh, there you go. You kind of have
Yeah.
to be hydrated if you're going to pee on someone. You can't pee on someone with that, like, haven't had a drink in 2 days, like, stinky pee, you know? You can't do that. You got to have that,
But
like,
are you-
I don't-
watery.
All pee should be watery. What are we talking
Well,
about?
no, it's all watery, but, like, you know, you ever been, like, real dehydrated? Like, oh, shit, I really have to drink or I'm going to be in trouble dehydrated? Your pee's like
No, not all Jews fucking walk through deserts for 40 years.
But so let me ask you guys: are you guys of the opinion that squirting is pee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't when I watched it in movies. Then when it happened on my bed, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Listen,
And
I
it
don't
only
Why are
had,
you
like-
covering your face, Mark?
I never
Oh,
I never caused a squirt as an away player. I only did it as a home player, and that fucking pissed me off because that's where I fucking sleep.
Yeah. I don't care what it is as long as it's in my mouth, you know. So it's-
Mark.
Why,
has-
Mark? You big on the squirts at least?
Yeah, I prefer to be waterboarded. I like
That's a very like
You know.
next level squirting situation.
Yeah.
That's what your mask is for. Right.
Exactly. That's why I put it on.
You making a
Put me
lot
in
of
the
girls
mood.
squirt over there, Mark? Is that why you're covering? You're putting
No,
the mask on?
it's a barren state out here. It's very dry.
I actually, Mark, you may be one of the few people in the world whose dating life I actually follow.
Oh,
You
yeah.
cover it. You cover it on another member of the After Tonight podcast. I'm a big fan of your podcast and what you guys do. They cover your dating life around your church groups and stuff like that. It's very interesting. I'm not going to spoil it. That's your podcast.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
But,
it's not like we have.
No,
yeah,
I don't.
it's
I've
not-
never even heard of your podcast. Let's get into this.
Did you join a cult? What happened? What's going on?
Yeah, all
Yeah,
religion.
nothing.
Yeah. Well, he performs at the mothership, so it's kind of like it.
So wait,
Yeah,
these are so these are like not till marriage girls. So you're getting all anal because they gotta.
I'm getting nothing. What are you talking about? You have no experience at this, Dave. Come
I
on.
mean, yeah, I don't fucking go for church groups. I'm the fucking antichrist.
All right.
But
First off, I'm not going for church groups. I'm not like a.
Whoa!
Jehovah's
He
Witness
pulled
church.
down his mask for that one. He's like, no, I need them to hear this. No church girls for me.
you're like, I'm all about the butt and the mouth. I fucking church groups are where to go.
Nothing wrong with church groups. Okay, nothing wrong with religion at all, unless it's
Except
of
you
course
know
it's
the fucking
Jew- yeah.
highest body count of anything that's ever been invented
yeah.
by man.
The guy
Or-
from
or-
Waco said the same thing. I don't know.
Or bat. Sorry, go on. You were defending religion.
Oh no, well, I could do that all day. But no, I was defending. It was only one church girl that I tried to take on a date, and I realized it wasn't for me very quickly. So, yeah.
But we did get to follow that saga on your podcast, and I enjoyed that, among other things. It's not just about your dating, your failed dating life. You have a very interesting podcast. It's a fun snark podcast about Philly comedy. You just had Jeff Dye on, which was pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah, very exciting. Very exciting.
My good friend Jeff Dye.
Yeah, sure. Now, you're very close. You and conservative comedian Jeff Dye, which is fun. Chica, how have you been? You've been performing everywhere. I haven't, other than seeing your name on a flyer, though. I haven't seen much of you, unfortunately. What have you been up to? How have you been doing?
Same old fucking mess, y'all. Same old mess. You name it, it just gets messier. But
you dated any extremely religious guys?
Absolutely not. They think they're God, but no.
No, that's idolatry or whatever.
I was just say
they're the ones that
hooking
can't
up
think
with
they're
comics.
God.
Whoa. Easy
Hey.
on the C word there.
Which C word did I use?
Comics. She said.
Oh,
They think they're God. I said, sounds like you're hooking up with comics.
Never again. As long as I live, which is probably not very long. I slept with too many comics. So there we go.
Your days will be numbered. You'll have something boiling inside of you.
Wait, so
and outside.
Is Mark the only one that turned you down?
No, I get turned down very frequently, actually. It's usually I'm like, "Hi, I'm Chica." They're like, "Not interested." I'm like, "I just want to know where to sit right now. Where do the comics go?" That's all. Yeah, same old stuff, guys. Yeah.
So Mark, what does your podcast? Your podcast doesn't exclusively talk about dating, right?
No, that would be horrible content. But no, we talk. It's first off, it's not a podcast.
Oh,
it's a live talk show. That's what the host
I'm
likes
so
to
sorry.
say.
It's
We
on the
please
internet,
host.
and it is on the internet through Twitch and YouTube. It is a talk show.
No, that's cool.
Is there audience members?
Yeah, every once in a while. We got a big bump within the past couple days. So tonight should be an interesting show.
Well, I'm just wondering. So, what do you guys talk about on your talk show? And could Chica answer any questions you guys typically?
Yeah, give Chica a question.
We don't.
Is it warm over there? Your face is really rosy right now. Is that?
Yeah,
are
well,
you
it was
blushing?
this mask. I haven't worn a mask in years, but
we're getting all
Why
the
are
prop
you
comics
wearing that,
tonight.
Yeah, it's a lot
Paul
of props.
Carson.
I know.
Paul Carson had an unplugged-in microphone that he was holding.
True comics, Paul Carson.
No, I can
mine's
help
not
you.
nearly as funny or creative.
But I can help you here, Mark. It's not just a. I'll tell everybody about your podcast. It's not just a snark. It's not just about your dating life. You cover a lot of stuff. You cover sort of clips from podcasts like Kill Tony. You
Weekday Comics.
Yeah, occasionally. They haven't covered the Weekday Comics in a while, and they've been very nice. So thank you for that. I appreciate you being so nice.
Wait, did you actually?
Dude.
No, I don't think we ever did. I don't know. Maybe that's the reason. Are you blaming us that we didn't showcase you guys enough?
Yes, exactly. We really needed the After Tonight bump, and you never gave it to
this
us.
thing I never knew about is the reason now.
A lot of Sick Ghouls coverage over there. Not enough of us, really, and it cost us big time.
We love the Sick Ghouls. They'll be. I'm a Patreon. I'm part of. I'm the one guy paying for the. I'm the one fool paying for the Patreon.
Yeah, you're the guy who I brought this up when Luke was on. That you're actually paying more than what they currently charge Patreon users. So if you were to sign up for the Sick Ghouls Patreon now, you're paying like what? $1 less than what you pay. They suckered the shit out of you, Mark.
Chica, have you been on Sick Ghouls?
Dude,
I don't even know what that is. I'm so old and out of it. I've never even heard of that. But I know Mark has the money, so he's fine.
That's
All right. First off, it was $5, and these guys aren't scamming me. They're good friends. Once they brought the price down, it brings it down through the whole app. So everybody who's paying it.
I think
I'm
she's
paying
referencing
$2.
that your dad made dancing illegal in that one town.
Oh, Footloose? Yes, that's a biopic.
Chica, Mark's just flustered because your cleavage is in the shot. Could you just frame up a little bit?
Thank
No.
you, Chica.
Other way.
No, that's the right
Oh,
one.
nobody wants to see the
No,
top half.
hey. Well, I'd like to see the top of your head. That was all.
Yeah, it just keeps going.
I mean,
it's a
just
very
stand
long,
near her.
long,
You're 2 feet
long-
taller.
Yeah.
But I was trying to connect there sometimes. Like, so, but you guys talk about on your show, do you have on a guest, and could Chica answer any questions you guys typically talk about or things like that?
I see. I'm not the. I don't book the guests. We don't have a lot of guests.
Gotcha.
Classic co-host answer right here.
Yes, I mean deflect.
So you're the D'Aprile.
Yes, exactly. This is why I recognize this because this is the kind of answer I give when anyone asks me about the podcast. I don't know. You'll ask.
I put in zero work and take all the credit. You know,
right.
That's
True
what
white dude.
podcast
Good shit, dude.
That's mighty well born of you. Yeah.
D'Aprile, this is probably the handsomest mirror you've ever looked in.
To be young again, to have that fresh face again, to waste it all, to have another 15 years to waste.
I was okay looking at one point. I was never a Wellborn. Come on.
No, I never looked. I was always like being asked to leave like the golf course style. I was never a Mark Wellborn. I could never.
Not many are.
Yeah. That's true.
But Chica's lovely, but she gets asked off of golf courses too because of the whole wasp thing.
No. My people clean the bathrooms, okay?
Chica can walk around in a uniform as much as she wants.
But like when the green's at its best and doesn't need any work on, you're not needed there, and that's supposed to be done before people get there.
ICE is getting rid of everybody else, and I'm Puerto Rican, so they're like, "Oh, okay, we've got to let you stay, start cleaning." So I'm fine. I can go to
you know who really doesn't like that? ICE. They're really mad.
Yeah.
With ICE, with ICE going on full, are you going to change Chica Loca to woman crazy?
Yeah. I think I might just make my actual name, a thing, which is Blanca, and that is even worse. So no, I'm gonna stick with Chica.
Doesn't Blanca mean white? That earns you some points.
Yeah.
It's a lie. It's a whole lie, clearly.
Yeah. What's Spanish for power? I think we got a stage name for you.
It's marrying a white dude. That's what it is.
Blanca Powers.
Yeah.
That's a cool fucking. That's a
there
cool
you go.
stage name.
You know?
I'm gonna take it if you don't.
Only if I can have your mom.
Oh, you can.
I mean,
you can. You
She's
can do an
awesome.
exchange. He gets Holly Huff's mom, and you get his mom. That's how we're gonna do it.
I feel like we're doing very different things.
Chica. My mom met Chica at a show and gave her a big hug that she never got from me afterward.
Yeah, I get it.
It's like
the
what
hug
the fuck
you,
did
the
these
hug
two
you never
bond
got.
so much? Yeah.
But
Shout
Chica's
out
funny.
Dave's mom.
Yeah, everybody likes mom likes Chica Loca. You know, I don't think my mom ever saw you, but I'm sure she would have loved you.
Yeah. Nobody that I've ever dated, but everybody else, it's fine.
That's
one.
the decisions you make, Chica.
I know. I
that's
make
the
bad
things
life
you do.
choices.
Yeah. Speaking of choices, Mark, have you made we'll say bad choice of? I don't think it's a bad choice of going on Kill Tony again. Have you tried to get back on?
I've signed up, but I haven't gotten back on.
You never got on.
I haven't signed up in a while either. I have no desire to get back on that show, other than for it just to be an After Tonight clip. That's about it.
Okay, yeah, I would love it just to see you. I mean, for our viewers at home, if you haven't seen it, after Mark, after he was on our show, he was a guest on Kill Tony. I think he performed for Tucker Carlson, right?
Yeah, Tucker and Joe Rogan and Jim Norton.
Oh man!
Wow.
True.
How far did your mouth stretch that night? All your dudes.
Well, I think if you watch the clip, you would know he had to swallow his pride a little bit. So
Chica,
either way, he was swallowing.
Chica, fuck, marry, kill. Mark Wellborn, Joe Rogan, and Tucker Carlson.
Oh, that's easy.
Who's the last one? I don't know who that is.
You don't know Tucker Carlson? God,
Jesus.
that is
That's
amazing.
why we got to ship him out of here.
You know what? Just because you made me squirt once doesn't mean you can talk to me like that. All right, squirt.
And we're right back to P. The Mark Wellborn episodes always come
way
down
to loop
P.
it back, and
you got to go back to that well.
That's right.
Well, we started with Otis too, because he said that every woman at the Naked Show was just dripping,
oh God,
just frothing while they're performing.
Leaking.
Yeah, he said leaking. I'm trying to forget that. I'm already trying to block that out of my mind.
Have you been asked to do the Naked shows, Chica?
The burlesque ones?
No, there's shows in Philly where I guess you have to ask them. Was that what we fell on?
I think so.
Yeah, if you could perform at the Naked shows.
So
nobody's trying to see this. Gross. I wouldn't do that to people. No.
Typically,
what about when you started comedy? All those years
I
ago.
started comedy 4 years ago, so no, then either. when you take off the bra and the boobs are like past your waist, they're called double knees. So nobody's trying to see that. Yeah.
It's a good opener. You could use that.
It's true. You have fucking naked material.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd be funnier if they were like, "Ee," I don't know. I don't even like myself naked, y'all. It's not a thing.
I'm a never nude if I could be.
Yeah.
I think I'm doing like an underwear show in the future, so it'll be interesting.
See, underwear shows, I feel like, while interesting, it's not the same stakes.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely not the same.
I can get up in my underwear, no problem. I don't
Sure,
think
for
I'd be able
men,
to
not a big deal.
Yeah.
Women
For
can
women,
make a
it's
little
different,
thing about it. They can have bustiers and stuff, and kind of have fun with it.
That's true.
Yeah. Lift these bad boys up.
Yeah,
that's right. The bustier show.
Yeah, but I would do what I think Mark would do, and maybe I'm just going full like gotta get a kimono or something. You know what I mean? It's gonna be, I'm not like just standing there in my underwear. I'm gonna be like have a kimono on.
Right.
Maybe did Mark wear the kimono?
What is a kimono?
It's like a robe, but it's where Asian people wear.
It's a robe with like a little leaf.
It's silkish usually.
Yeah. Some kind of silk robe, just so you have a little bit of a gentleman vibe instead of a I have just underwear on guy vibe.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd perform in a kimono. Yeah, just because I feel like I could use that to my. I have a type.
Yeah, I don't think I
want
to see you.
The kimono would be a nice icebreaker.
I think it would put you in a weird headspace to perform. I just don't think it would be good for the audience.
I just can't imagine you not having a sweatshirt on underneath.
It's a naked show, but he's still wearing the Sixers.
He's like, yeah, guys, this doesn't come off.
I think you guys are being very disrespectful to mongrel culture.
I could see you in just a sweatshirt and like underbowl, just like hanging
like Winnie the
there.
Pooh.
Underbowl?
Yes. Underbowl. You just see the little
just a
bottom and half
nut.
of the sack.
Yeah.
No, because I'm a
little mazel tov hanging out the bottom.
I'm not a shower, so yeah. If it's warm out, especially, like my balls are just hanging way lower than anything else that I have hanging.
That's perfect.
It's good.
That's
stage,
not good.
It's good stage work.
You're not supposed to measure ball under head.
Under headline, underball.
Mark, does your church group let you go on these podcasts? No.
Yeah, I don't tell them about comedy ever.
Yeah.
I'm a closeted comedian.
That's one of my favorite parts is where Mark is leading a double life where he can't let the half of his life that goes to church know that he goes to like the mothership and he performs with the degenerates of Austin. It's honestly, Mark, as far as compelling narratives go, that's one of the best ones of your podcast. Watching you struggle to because sometimes you're out with a church girl, sometimes you're like at a bum fight. Like it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And then on top of that, I have an actual job where I have to also separate it. I'm living a constant double life.
Do you feed the bums after you make them fight though, or that's kind of Jesus-like?
No, I don't.
That's the missing page of the Bible. Jesus fed the homeless, but the missing page, he made them beat the shit out of each other first.
He made them bum fight.
I did it for clicks on YouTube.
That's right.
Spreading the message.
The bums may fight, but
he could turn that loaf into 2 loaves, so each of the bums could have a loaf. But instead, he put one loaf in the middle of them. Fight for this, you fucking peasants. My mom's a whore. I have aggression issues because of that. Different Marys, my bad.
Yeah.
It's unhoused. They're not bum fights anymore. They're the unhoused fights.
It's an unhoused skirmish now. It's
Will you gentlemen want to partake in fucking each other up for this?
Would you unhoused gentlemen like to gouge each other's eyes for
$1? Do you have any Grey Poupon? And stab that other fucking frothing madman first.
Yeah. Use your squeegee and attack him.
Dude, I should write Bible 2.0. I could fucking.
There you go.
Oh, jeez.
Dear Lord. The King Dave Bible.
I've started writing on my novel, but I'm gonna put it aside and make Bible 2.0.
Just work the novel and your Nazi script into the new Bible. I think you can probably save a lot of time by just incorporating previous scripts.
Yeah,
but
go ahead.
I'm sorry. Can the cover photo be one of the photos that your best friend makes? The back to school photos, Dave Primiano.
Yes.
I'm obsessed with those photos. If you put that on the cover, I'd read that Bible. I'm just saying.
Nice.
Dave has his roommate photoshops his face on children's bodies, and it's the funniest thing.
Because
she's very disturbing.
She's anti kids. So what she gets, So when everyone posts their kids, it's a way of insulting all the people with kids, really.
Right. But
Yeah.
you look like a little demon. You look like a right little demon in it.
Yeah, she's good at Photoshop.
Yeah.
She also made our logo.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Shout out to her.
Thank you, Anna.
No, whatever. Yeah.
All right, well, that's...
I know we're wrapping up. Yeah, so if you guys had to try to get Dave to put something in this Bible 2.0, what would you get? Well, if you could have any request, and let's just pretend Dave would take that request. He won't. But
will Mark catch on fire if he asked me this?
Yeah, right. No, but yeah, if you want him to put something in that Bible, what would you try to get in there?
Yeah, I'm taking request. Bible 2.0, baby.
No smut talk, or you get stoned like the good old days.
Oh, nice.
That's
I
my
like that.
request.
That's very
Can I
ultimate.
add smut talk?
Thank you.
Can I have so it wouldn't be smut talk from my perspective. I would have the character smut talk because we need a lot of stonings to make it a good fucking book.
Sure.
Right, yeah. It's
Okay.
got to be like Sopranos. People got to get killed off.
Oh yeah.
To prove
Yeah.
the point.
Yes, I like it.
Yeah,
Okay.
nice. Very good. Can be
I
done.
grant thee.
Yeah.
The genie Jesus. I grant your wish. I grant your wish one. Chica.
I don't even know the actual Bible, so
Me
I
neither.
don't know. Just maybe, obviously they were on herbs and all that stuff. Just, put that in there when they come up with these things like, oh, we parted the seas. No, it was just opium, kind of thing.
Okay, so
Just be
more
honest.
Sopranos style heroin forward Bible really is what we're looking for.
Mark just hangs up. He's like, blasphemy.
Were there drugs in the Bible, Mark?
I'm sure. I haven't.
Burning that bush.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure there's some innuendos that
Yeah.
I haven't caught on to yet. But yeah.
You
Yeah,
could-
getting stoned was something different.
Yeah, he
so,
turned Lot's wife
yeah.
into bath salts.
I've always thought, I've
That's
always
a,
thought,
see, there you go, Mark. You can have that one for sure.
I've always thought it was just the gay thing. Like, it's just like one dude fucked one guy in the Bible, and then the next day was like, dude, don't fucking do that. like just the one he had one gay experience was like, nah, bro.
We need to take that part out.
Yo, dude, I was just
I'm
drunk
actually going to
while-
eliminate all the heterosexual sex from it.
Ooh.
All
like
gay
it.
Bible oh. 2.0.
If that's not the title, I don't know what
Maybe
it is.
Yeah, okay, Bible 2.0, baby.
Okay.
That's it.
Guys,
We'll do some trans stuff. We'll make that.
Yeah, that's the New
that's dope.
Testament.
Yeah.
Again, you guys
Transtament.
can check out. I'm gonna pull up your names and just your IG handle right there on the screen. But if anybody's listening, you can check out all their information in the description. Thanks.
Yeah.
guys.
Yes.
Say the name of your podcast again.
Definitely.
No,
After
Mark.
tonight.
Oh, no, Mark,
After
hit
tonight.
that podcast one more time. After the night.
After tonight. bro.
After tonight. And we'll be streaming after this. So
Oh.
come on over.
That's so funny.
War is
You should
warm.
tell Luke because Luke told me it was tomorrow, so he's definitely not going to be ready to call in. So
I think he misunderstood. I think he was talking about the sick ghouls because
Oh.
he's
Oh,
really
yeah.
thinking about himself. But
And Chica, give us a plug.
I'm back at That's So Loca in 2 Mondays. We're starting Monday night. We're with Comedy Trainwreck now, and
Nice.
yeah, we'll
Oh,
be
sweet.
talking our crazy mess as
Cool.
usual.
cool.
Mhm.
Well, we love both you
Yeah.
guys. You guys were 2 of our favorite episodes, so thank you so much for coming here for our last episode, having fun, and hopefully we didn't get too more Ipovich for you here, Mark.
no, thank you and congrats on 100. And I'm
Thank
sorry what I
you.
just said about Luke. Now he's in a live chat getting mad at me.
You never have
Congrats on
to.
100, guys.
He's your co-host. Being co-host means you never have to apologize. Take
Right.
it from me.
Congratulations, you guys. You have a great show, 100 episodes. That's
Had.
awesome. And I'm
Thank you.
very honored to be one of Dave Primiano's mom's favorite guests. So
Thank you. It still
A
have.
female guest.
It still have until we finish with this news segment coming up.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank
again.
you guys.
Thank you again.
That's it.
All right.
All right,
Let's
there we go.
throw it to the news.
And now, we're
Going
calling
to
it
the news.
the Thelma and Louise portion of
That's
the show. 'cause
right.
we
Going
are,
off the fucking
We're not going
cliff.
off on a good night. We are fucking crashing this into the Grand Canyon.
That's right. Oh man, that Tito's hat. I haven't worn that in a while. Neil, I told you to play I Hope You Have the Time of Your Life.
I
What
apologize.
happened? This
I
was supposed to be a
apologize, buddy.
7-minute
I'm
montage.
failing you in this very
and
big
you
episode.
just played the regular.
That's right.
Okay, well that's okay. Let's just roll. Let's go do it
Neil
live.
fucking
We'll forget
Neil
the.
whittled away a great episode there. I will give you a compliment on the last episode
Yes.
that you've been clamoring for so much. It's all you've ever wanted. He's killing himself right now.
It's true.
Right. Yep.
It's
Definitely.
true. But listen, we'll push forward without all of that. And back to the news section, our final news section before our hiatus.
I'm taking him to stage again so people fucking watch him.
Yeah, right. Maybe I'll just steal from you and start doing that and actually go viral for once in my godforsaken life. All right, this is the news segment. All of you guys watching at home, you faded away from me right as I was getting to the explanation, but that's okay. We're not really making any sense or following any logic. This is the news section. The news section, if you've ever watched our show before, hopefully you have because you tuned into the last one. I don't know what Dave wrote. He doesn't know what I wrote. There have been 12 news jokes written by each of us about the news this week, maybe the news of the past couple weeks, because we took some time off. If Dave and I have written a joke about the same news story, we're going to have a joke off. Joking each other off. Joke off. And then if we're doing that, for joking each other off. Well, actually, it doesn't matter because what
a limp dick if we don't have a joke off on the last one.
I know, really. But hey, we often cover the stories that each other doesn't want to, so that may have happened again. Actually, I don't want to joke off because if I what are you 2 ahead?
There's no fucking judge.
I need 2 jokes. Yeah,
Dave
exactly.
is 16, Dan 14.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna catch up. So
you're shooting a fucking invisible basketball at a hoop.
Yeah, there we go. Let's do it. 3-pointers, baby. All right, go ahead, Dave.
Judge sets $250 million bond for Michigan mom accused of keeping 3 kids alone in squalor. And such a steep price tag involved with her children being watched over, the judge is not allowed to help himself to as many popsicles as he wants.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to shoot 3-pointers. This is like this is going to be my Kyrie Irving set here.
He literally just went down for the
season
today.
This is my Kyrie Irving set. Trump returns seized classified documents to Mar-a-Lago. Announcing with a hearty ni hao the grand opening of the Donald Trump luxury Chinese spy bathroom.
All right. Trump announces Kobe Bryant, Muhammad Ali, and Jackie Robinson statues. It's all part of a new plan of his titled Rape, Shake, and Desegregate. That's a tough one to say.
You found a very interesting tongue twister.
That's right.
Democratic Senator John Fetterman has missed the most Senate votes so far this year as budget cuts delay the repair of the lightning-powered machine that can reanimate him.
All right. Surprise guest Elon Musk waves around chainsaw at CPAC stage. He thought it would be a great demonstration to let the world know I'm severing the relationship with all of my children.
You brought this up a little bit. Maybe one of the only news-related things we brought up this episode. Trump-Zelensky Oval Office meeting gets heated as Trump berates Zelensky. The Ukrainian president remained remarkably composed, many say, due to his familiarity facing down other old, broken-down Russian tanks. He's a big man.
It's true. It's true. Pope Francis had peaceful night's rest at hospital following respiratory crisis, Vatican says. Although that's actually a bad sign for him, as a fully healthy pope usually wakes up screaming about things he's had to cover up.
I like that. This I don't think we get a joke off here because it's very different stories that we covered. So I'll get around to my pope joke later. Don't accuse me of skipping a joke off. I can advocate why it's a different thing. RFK Jr. dismisses fatal measles outbreak as, quote, no biggie. The health secretary, famous for having a worm in his brain, went on to say, quote, we can't lose focus on destroying our real enemy here in America, the early bird.
Kamala Harris receives prestigious Chairman's Prize at NAACP Image Awards. Leaving many Trump voters to wonder when they changed their acronym to mean National Association for the Advancements of Curry People.
That's not the one. That's not the one that you cut for being too racist.
I think I told you the one I had to cut, and that was worse.
Yeah.
And I also said it from the perspective of Trump supporters. I didn't say,
that's true.
Hey, when did they change it to Curry People?
That's true. Okay, yeah, all right, that's fair.
I always look for that little loophole. I'm always
give it to the bigots.
I will look for any loophole.
Yes, okay. Federal aviation officials ordered staff to find funding for Elon Musk's companies. The good news, Doge is changing the government. The bad news, your flight has added a 10-year layover on Mars.
Dodgers pitcher exits game after devastating head injury by 105.5 mile per hour baseball. He's going to take some time away from the team, not due to injury, but mainly because that guy can't dodge shit.
Yeah.
Bad Dodger, am I right?
Some Dodger.
Yeah. Their name's actually a slur, though.
Dodgers?
Because that's what they called people from Brooklyn, trolley Dodgers.
Really?
And then they
I didn't know that.
made that slur a team name.
Wow.
They got rid of the Redskins. Life isn't fair.
Right. You're really right about that. Donald Trump named in Epstein flight logs released by his own attorney general. Yeah. Apparently his name is at the top of the first page in Sharpie marker saying, quote, Donald Trump, great guy, never met Jeff Epstein once.
Realizing this joke's pretty racist, too.
Okay.
CIA spying on cartels in Mexico with unarmed Reaper drones. Mexicans are extremely upset about this. Something that's just hovering around in the air that doesn't spill out candy when you hit it with a stick.
That's good. That was racist but funny.
Yeah. Racist but funny.
Racist but funny.
That should be my.
That was our working title for the Weekday Comics.
That's going to be on my tombstone.
Dolly Parton's husband, Carl Dean, dies at 82 years old. A spokesperson for Mrs. Parton has come out to say, quote, at this point, Jolene can have him.
Anti-ICE activists disrupt L.A. operations, post photos, names, and phone numbers of agents. The L.A. ICE agents are very upset about those pictures and information being out there, as it will definitely lead to them being typecast. When I lived in L.A., that would have fucking...
You would have... Rose Jerome, the oldest known Holocaust survivor, has died at age 113. Unfortunately marking another win for Hitler.
Jeez, use. No. I tried to sell that as more racist than it was.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Woof. Passengers say cabin crew put a dead body next to them on flight. This is a great plan by the airline to make people stop feeling bad about those ladies that have to share the seat next to them with the other half of their ass.
All right. Judge rules Dallas can decriminalize small amounts of marijuana, provided the drug user is smoking to numb the pain of the Cowboys' 30-year championship drought. Go Birds.
Boom. Fuck them. Trump officials fire 800 employees at Weather Forecasting and Oceans Agency. He's hoping that he's made good enough relations with Israel that they'll just tell him what the weather will be the next day.
That's what I rely on you. I don't know how I'm going to get my week's weather now that I'm not coming in here.
Cold.
Woman caught planting explosive devices at Tesla dealership, otherwise known as parking your Cybertruck at the service center.
All right. Mikey Madison recognizes sex workers after Oscar win. This is a first-time nomination and first-time win for Madison, and also a first-time thanking whores over God in an acceptance speech.
He came in right out there, and somebody watching didn't know that Enora was about sex workers, and they thought he just came up and was like, "Hey, man, I want to thank whores. Just want to thank prostitutes." Okay,
first honest fucking acceptance speech of all of them.
Okay, and this is we came close to a joke off here, but my story is very different. Vatican officials say Pope Francis has been put on a breathing machine as God looks on in silence.
Oh.
That's it.
We should have kept Wellborn around. All right, last one for me. Lakers fan sues arena over alleged vicious bathroom assault and robbery. Seeing as his fan actually put up a fight when someone in the Lakers arena tried to rob him, he's now being heavily considered for the GM job in Dallas.
Yeah, we couldn't let the 100th episode dissuade us from taking shots at Dallas.
That's right.
All right, my last one. Casey Anthony shares first TikTok plugging new gig as a legal advocate. And I say give her a chance. I mean, Casey has shown that she gets the job done and she never loses focus on the small stuff.
I wanted to write a joke for that story too, but then I ended up just scrolling TikTok for an hour, hoping to come across her.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean.
I get you.
I'd say we end it with plugs, but normally we do. But we don't need to end on such a sad note, right? So
yeah.
Well,
hey, I will plug something in next weekend, not this coming weekend, but the 14th and the 15th. I will be at Wisecrackers up at Wilkes-Barre, up at the Mohegan Sun Casino with Anthony DeVito and Tito Garza. Very funny guys.
Those are real people.
Yeah, they're Anthony DeVito, legit comedian, very, very funny guy. I mean, so is Tito, but people don't know him as well. Geez. Anyway,
Tito. I'm
Tito's
sorry
a weird
you're catching
name.
strays. I tried to end on a positive
Tito's
note.
weird. Tito's a good guy. Anyway, that's where I'll be. Why don't you give him like one thing? You're going to be somewhere this week?
This week, no.
Next week?
Don't worry about it.
2 weeks from
probably,
now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't feel like looking at my phone.
That's okay, because the hiatus...
Yeah, Neil, bring us up. Give a good note. Where are you going to be?
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try to get you guys on. I think we have March 28th at Myers. I think it'd be a fun time, especially if Dave does some news stuff. Maybe, who knows? We'll record that. That'd be cool.
I don't take requests.
Okay, cool.
I do.
Immediately going back on. But so definitely check out these guys coming up this March. We'll get you guys on that show at Myers Brewing Company in Fishtown. You can check us out there for right now once a month. The last Friday of each month, go ahead and check us out over there. You can check out all the shows that we're doing over at Wissahickon and Myers. And if you'd like a show at your venue, check us out at droptent.com. You can go there for all the dates and details, and you can check me out, art, production, the studio, all that cool stuff over there too. Check me out at I am Neil Wood or James Wood Art. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I'm all over the place. So yeah, you'll see me a bunch. I have some next in line shows this month, and I'll be back down in Atlantic City doing some stuff too. So check me out over there.
Yeah,
Right.
Niels doesn't need us. He's got a lot of shit going on.
Who's got something emotional to say now?
Nothing. I'm
Nope.
not. Why would we start now? What would be the fucking point of that? And also, we're just hanging out. We've always just been hanging out, and we'll hang out again in the future.
I don't want them thinking it was a character this whole time. I don't feel.
No, you gave me the only time you did anything sentimental. You gave me a card to try and make me cry as a ploy.
Yeah, and it was all empty words.
It didn't work. But I'm definitely not gonna cry now. No, it's this was fun.
Yes.
I had a great time. This is just ending because I got life shit I got to handle, and the studio's very far away.
I might be back if I find someone. They got to meet some criteria. I want them to be.
I have a list.
As old, miserable.
Oh.
Definitely fatter than me.
Oh shit, that cuts out like most of my list. I have a list of like potential successors.
Very important thing to do. We have to make sure, and I think we're going to try to do this maybe in Dave's camera. So Dan, you might need to get up a little bit, but we got to sign that shirt.
I mean, we didn't need to do that on camera.
Oh, well, Holly feels that you should.
Holly, we're going to sign the shirt.
Okay.
Well, okay. Well, you sign the shirt, and then I will sign
If you don't want to do it on camera, at least show.
Do you have a Sharpie? Do you have
Yep, it's actually right above Dave. You know what? This is
Christ.
already falling apart. I don't think we're going to do it on camera, Holly, and it doesn't need. But Holly, we will get that shirt signed.
We're signing
right
that
before.
as
so
soon
do
as
not worry.
we turn these cameras off. We're going to sign that thing. And look, this plane is landing like a Vancouver special right now. We're upside down.
This is the Vancouver special. That's the name of the episode.
Vancouver special.
We're
Nailed it.
skidding in upside down.
Got it.
Baggage is flying everywhere, and this is just where I want to be. I wouldn't rather end an episode in any other way.
Yep.
Dave, this has been fun. I will never see you again, I don't think.
There's a good chance.
It's probably with the amount I go out to open mics. Woo, boy. No, I think maybe.
I'm not willing to travel anymore.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll use some of my additional free time not writing 12 nude jokes a week to hit up an open mic or something.
Hey.
True. Well, it's been fun, guys.
This has been great. Neil, thank you so much.
Yeah,
I appreciate all your help and hard work.
You did good.
Yeah.
You did
Thanks,
good,
buddy.
kid.
I love the babe ending, baby.
Yeah, and most of all, thank you guys for listening, because if it weren't for
fuck, I
you,
forgot
we
about
wouldn't have
that.
been able to do this. Yeah. Yeah,
And I wonder. Oh man,
that's it. That's how you end it. Dave didn't remember you.
Oh, I forgot.
Thank
about
you.
that.
Yeah,
Out of sight, out of mind, baby.
That's right.
Good. You're the best, people.
Good night, everybody.
We'll see ya.
Well, there we go. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Oh, man, that was we fucking landed that like Kerry Strug should have.
This has been a Drop Tent Media.